Well, I'm back at it again. It's the last week of January, believe it or not. And I got just a little further on the Gothic Arch. I finished up siding the front, and it looks nice. I still have to add the front porch, but today I'm working on the back. I'm gonna try to get this done today, and first we have to lay out the starter strip, and I just nailed on some little scraps of wood to the bottom as a guide to get this starter strip straight. And next I'll put on the J channel, and I'm cutting little notches in it like this, because it's got to make that curve, you know, so I got to be able to bend it. So I'll finish my notches, get my J channel up, and I'll start cutting some vinyl. Some white stuff fell out of the sky. We're still trying to identify it. The dogs are helping. This is how far I got. I had to quit just above the window. It got chilly and wet that night. And right now, while things are drying out, I'm inside. I'm working inside, finishing up the peak. I have to add in my plywood doublers up there and get the insulation across so we're nice and tight. I'm still working on a plan for how we're going to cover the walls here. I think I'll sheetrock the end walls, and I'm working on some ideas for the side walls here. Well, back to work. Today is Saturday. I have a little progress report for you. You can see something different behind me, I'm sure. Well, I finished the insulation. That's exciting. It's nice and tight. You can heat this place with a matchstick, almost literally. Oh, what to do for the walls. Sheetrock was going to be tough to curve. I am not a fan of paneling. I have been known to make my share of jokes about it. But in the end, it seemed to be the best, both in the theme of this place as a low-budget bungalow, ease of installation, and it doesn't mind being bent a bit. So we have at it. I got some up last night. I got one other thing I was going to show you. I pulled out my old fiddle last time I was in New Hampshire. When we sold the house and had to move, I had to pack up a whole pile of fiddles and a few guitars and other instruments. And most of them stayed up in New Hampshire at Mom's house. So last time I was up, I went and rummaged through my fiddles, and I pulled them out and tuned them up and tweaked them and played them and enjoyed the afternoon. I brought one back, number 6. Number 6 is special to me. I made this one out of walnut. See that? This was originally almost a scrap piece of walnut at the lumber yard. Made walnut sides, walnut neck, and the scroll came out pretty nice and all, and I enjoyed carving it. The top is a piece of red cedar. You can see it's not perfect, got some tool marks and all. But it came out so nice and it played so well, and I wanted to give it a little facelift after 2 years. The bridge had wilted. I never liked the sound posts. I hated the chin rest and tailpiece. So I got some new parts for it. Fiddler Shop sent me up this tailpiece once upon a time, and I figured I better use it, and chin rests and ebony pegs. Parastro Tonuca strings. I'm still happy with this old fiddle. Still plays nice, and I figured I'd play a couple of notes while no one's watching me. Wife's not here, and I'm supposed to be working, so here goes. I'm supposed to be working here, not playing around. Back to work. I don't know if you have ever laid out walls before on a project, but this is how I lay out my walls. I start with the bottom sill plate. Now this is the little bedroom, and that will be a bathroom. And on the near side, a little kitchenette. This gives me a chance to locate my studs and my door frames. Once I get these sill plates in place, I can mark the location of the studs, the doublers, the door frame. I can even measure the door swing and start to imagine where the doors will be. Will there be enough room for the refrigerator? How about where the outlets go? Is there enough room for a toilet and a shower? So anyway, I just thought I'd show you that real quick, and I'm going to get back to it and see if I can get some studs up for you. Okay, I've got the walls framed up and the loft. Here's a shot of the loft. It's exactly 10 by 11, a little smaller than I had originally thought. Left is a little bedroom. That's a little bathroom and kitchenette. So Kim and I are down here at the bungalow today. There she is. And last night we stayed and we got the paneling all done, as you can see up there. We're taking a little break and we're going to roast us some fresh coffee. This is our coffee roasting setup. We're just going to use this hot air popcorn popper. And these are some beans we got. These are Colombian beans. We've roasted beans from 5 different countries so far. We just use the old fry pan and the mixing bowl to cool the beans down once we get them roasting. So I'm going to get them in the popper and get them started.
Okay.
Here the beans are, starting to turn already. That's the chaff blowing off the beans. The beans are starting to crack. Here we go. Hit it. Alright. Little thing we're pouring back here. We have to cool them off real quick. Alright, there's our beans. All ready to brew. This is a little before and after shot. Green, then brown. Yeah, so there you have it. Fresh roasted coffee in the bungalow. They're good. We're going to have to get the coffee machine down here and brew some coffee next. We got to get back to work. Okay, we didn't get back to work yet, because we have to make coffee. We've got to grind up our beans. And then I brought my official taste tester, whose name is on her mug. Here we go. 11 seconds, about. that's good. That's our first Colombian beans we've roasted so far. We've done Brazil, Guatemala, Papua New Guinea, Ethiopia. We've roasted a bunch of countries. Alright, I'm going to pop this in and brew a cup. We've got our first cup brewed here, but my assistant Kim has a finishing touch. She's going to put on this cup of coffee. Go for it, Kim. She's going to make some froth. Oh yeah, we suffer out here in the wilderness. The chocolate ready. Alright, and this is the piece of resistance on our popping bubbles. Oh well. Latte art, not. Alright, that's the test. Come on, Smiley. Freshly roasted. Now it's my turn. Okay, now we go back to work. I finally finished all the siding. In between raindrops. So the exterior is done for now. Today, while it's sprinkling, I am going to work on the wiring inside, which is not too exciting to film. So inside here, I had got started last evening on my wiring, and I wanted to throw something out to you. See this wire here? Here's the package it came in. I was up at Lowe's looking for electrical boxes and wire, of course. And that roll of wire at Lowe's, I think, was $79. It was over $70, and I thought, nah, there's got to be a better deal. So I pulled out the smartphone and I looked online, and sure enough, on eBay, that same roll was $43 delivered to my house where we're camping. So I ordered it, and guess what? It came in a Lowe's box from Lowe's, delivered to the house for like $43. Just thought I'd throw it out there. I never thought of ordering wire online. And Lowe's has that nice little sign, you know, everyday low prices. That is a bunch of baloney. Anyway, see you next time when I get the wiring done, and I'm going to work on these interior walls and hopefully something else somewhat interesting. And I brought my official taste tester, whose name is on her mug. Here we go. 11 seconds, about. Oh, I already did it.
That says you've done a nice day's work and you deserve a great cup of coffee.
I can smell it from here.
I
That is good stuff.
want to wear this perfume.
I just want to rub it all over my naked body.
Oh no!